Ron Howard's grandfather warned him the moon landings were fake. He didn't listen. He wanted to make an IMAX movie. He went to NASA, said, give me all the originals so I can transfer it to HD, and project it at 120 feet wide. They said, give us a couple of days. And in those days, they lost every single original videotape from every single Apollo mission. Now, if you really went to the moon and spent $200 billion, the last thing you would do is destroy that technology. But if you perpetrated a fraud, that's exactly what you would do.
So
I've been hitchhiking since I was 15, and I've seen the whole world. I've hitchhiked through Europe, I've hitchhiked through the US, back and forth, and I'm bored. This is I'm like, what, you go to the Eiffel Tower, you take that same, like, this,
right.
What haven't we done yet? It's all mapped out. We've been to everywhere. We've seen everything. We've done everything. I have a heart of an explorer. I want to find new things, you know. And so I'm living on this kibbutz. Most of the other people there are from Australia and South Africa. And what I love about them is they're so racist that they don't even know they're racist. Like, I'm the only Asian guy there, and they're like, Nintendo, Sega Genesis. Like, I'm like, I got a name, and they're like, no, your name's Nintendo. I'm like, okay. And I start reading about Mokele Membe. I don't know if that's how you say it, but it's scientists, National Geographic people have spotted this fucking brontosaur-like thing in the Congo, and it's still there, and the Congo is still, it's the heart of darkness. I gotta fucking find this thing. I gotta go there. Like, I was.
How old were you at the time?
I was 18.
You decided you were gonna go there?
I was like, I have to go there.
It was actually during the pandemic where the Pentagon came out. I don't think we talked about this last time, did we?
I don't think so.
Where they said they've recovered alien crafts. They said, we have recovered crafts that are not from this world.
Yeah, it doesn't come from the government. The ATIP, which is that Advanced Aeronautical Threat Identification Program. I mean, I think the most interesting thing that the government has come out and said is that, yes, we did have an operation within the Pentagon, an office within the Pentagon, that was there to identify unidentified threats.
I've been talking to a lot of people over the last few months that think that aliens are angels and devils. And that's like when you're hearing about like all those stories in the Bible about fallen angels and devils, like these people think that they were referring to aliens.
That fell from the sky?
No, it's just the term, the way they're phrasing it is like fallen angel, meaning like Satan, and that there's good angels and bad angels, there's demons and angels. A spiritual force that's always here all the time and sometimes exists in the physical form, and it might be existing as these things that we keep looking for, like aliens and UFOs, and it might be doing that maybe even to comfort us, or maybe to be more plausible, or maybe to hide the true nature of what they are. I want to talk to you about the story of the crystal skulls themselves.
There were 13 heads, and it was purported that the Navajo, the Anasazi, the Mayans, the Aztec each had one. The most famous one is the Mitchell Hedges skull, which was found in the Yucatan by Anna Mitchell Hedges. She reached into a cave. She was with her grandfather, and it was around 1926, and she reached in, and there was an oilcloth covered item in there, and she pulled it out and opened it up, and there was the two-piece detachable jaw Mitchell Hedges skull. Beautiful skull. The Hewlett-Packard engineers did a test on it in the 60s. They said it could not have been carved by a lapidary, by tools. It had to have been polished over hundreds of years.